Estamos en directo. Yo ni sé. A este punto no sé si estamos en directo o no. Anyways, hola. Hola, hola, chats. Pues vamos a ver si estamos en directo. Is it working? Doing test. ¿Debería decir que estoy en directo o no? Oh my god, it is! It's working, it's working. Debe decir cuando estoy en directo, pero qué raro. Mira. Anyway, ya estamos en directo. ¿Quieren ver la luna? A la luna. Luna que sigue mordiéndome. Just kidding. Anyways, vamos a empezar a hablar. Ya, te quería decir, ¿sabes lo que me sucedió? El que consiga el stream, voy a estar súper orgullosa. Porque de verdad, ¿cómo están consiguiendo a donde yo estoy en directo? Esa es la cosa. Porque lo dije en... Espérate, Luna quiere aparecer también. Hola. Qué bella. Ok, espérate, no, baja, vamos. Porque si te acerco mucho para la camisa negra que tengo, después... Tengo pantalones, no empiecen. Porque ustedes saben, hace calor aquí en Puerto Rico y yo me pongo pantalones cortos y eso, no quiero escuchar nada. No quiero escuchar... Eso es lo que se escuchan ustedes. I don't want to hear it. I don't. Luna, so te digo, te quiero decir lo que me pasó, chat. So yo no sé por qué ustedes hicieron eso, pero no puedo ir en directo en TikTok. Why did you guys report me to TikTok saying that I'm a child? Yo quiero saber why you guys did that. What was your idea behind your head to tell me or tell them that I'm a kid? That's not right. That's not right. Eso no está justo. De verdad, yo no sé por qué ustedes hicieron eso y I'm very upset because I know you guys are going to watch this later and I'm very mad at you guys for trolling. That was not right and I am very upset. Okay? Stop fucking reporting me to TikTok saying I'm a kid. I don't have a kid body. I don't have a kid face. I don't look like a goddamn child. Okay? Stop. That's not funny. Anyways. The other thing, chat, was that very bad experience. I think I told you guys about my Europe tour was not the worst. Definitely not the best though. I threw up a lot. Que a este punto estoy como que un poquito todavía vomitando y teniendo problemas de estómago. Yo creía que era un virus, pero no es, porque cuando yo bebo el anti-vertigo, anti-motion sickness medicine, it goes away. Still talking about it. It makes me feel... But basically, yeah, that was not fun. I do not recommend because I think it was just because there was so much movement. There was so much movement that I got very anxious about. So I think that's what it is. I think that's what it was. It was the fact that there was so much movement and so much chaos that it was not fun. Not fun at all. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. However, one of the coolest things though was that German dude. I don't know if I told you guys about this, but there was a very nice German guy that he was like seeing me throw up on myself. So if you guys know who he is, he's very nice. I think there's a lot of people on the bus that I was on from TwitchCon. So if you guys know that person, tell him I think he's hot. Okay? Because he was very nice. He literally, chat, you guys saw me. I was vomiting profusely. It wouldn't stop. I was vomiting so much on the bus because I was like motion sick. Every time I would look up, I would be like, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. And I started crying. I'd start crying, chat. Crying. You guys know. So anyways, that's definitely not fun, is to vomit next to a really hot German guy that was so kind to me. He was so nice. He was like, here's some tissues and here's this. And then there was this really nice Norwegian lady too. She was also trying to help me, but I think at a certain point she started getting really pissed off. Hola, Pepe Nadora, nada que ver. Recuerda que cuando yo tengo a subir, tú subes a atender. What the fuck, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué? Ustedes están mal. This is why you guys always start trolling. You guys can't take anything. Ustedes no cogen nada en serio. Nada en serio. Literal. Yo dije que yo no voy a ir en directo por un mes, pero tenía que decir lo que me sucedió. Ustedes estaban en el bus conmigo. En este fucking... Are you a good girl? You know what? Anyways, so... Estaba yo vomitando bastante en el fucking autobús. Y yo creo que de verdad lo que te estaba explicando me distraí, ¿viste? Me distrayeron. Lo que me sucedió fue que la chica que era de Noruega, que estaba al lado mío, ella yo creo que se estaba encojonando por el vómito que yo estaba... Oh, no sé qué, porque cuando yo le dije a ella, I'm the queen. You guys are funny. Anyways, cuando yo le dije a ella, perdona por el apeste. I'm sorry that it smells like vomit. It's not my fault. I don't feel good. And I was just like telling her, I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm trying not to throw up. It's just... enseñándonos inglés. Listen, ok, te explico en español. So, prácticamente lo que le estaba diciendo a la chica era que la chica que estaba al lado mío, de Noruega, ella yo creo que se estaba encojonando conmigo, ¿verdad? Se estaba como que ya no aguantaba más con los apestes de vómito. Yo creo que ella me quería tirar las manos ya, porque yo no paraba de vomitar. Yo decía, ok, ya, se me quitó las ganas de vomitar. Y ella, gracias a Dios, como que, ok. Y yo se lo decía, yo no tengo que vomitar más nada, yo de verdad estoy bien, yo no tengo que vomitar. Y ella como que me miraba como que, tú estás mintiendo. Como que yo de verdad no te creo más nada, porque yo lo decía. La cosa era que yo lo decía, ¿verdad? Yo se lo decía como que, no, yo no tengo ganas de vomitar. Y ella me miraba como que, vamos a ver. Y yo de verdad, no tengo ganas de vomitar. Y ella, ok. Y literal, cada vez que yo lo decía, empezaba yo a vomitar más fuerte. Todo lo que yo comí, like, literal. Y ella me miraba con una rabia como que, cabrona, deja de vomitar. And I was like, I can't stop Y yo me asusté, de verdad, porque yo creía que yo, a un punto, yo dije, yo creo que de verdad yo tengo que ir al doctor. Yo me asusté bastante. Yo dije, I think I might have to go to the hospital today. And I'm looking at her and I was like, I don't even want to say anything because I know if I say anything else, she's gonna fucking lose it on me. I felt like she was gonna fucking throw hands at me. At a certain point, because I wouldn't stop vomiting, I thought she was gonna fucking kill me on that bus. Because she was being really nice, and then I noticed her niceness turned into like, why won't this bitch stop throwing up kind of thing. And I got scared. Pues, ¿qué comiste? Yo comí un sándwich. Era como un sándwich de un sitio que... Como un sitio en el aeropuerto. No era algo malo. Y no me cayó mal. Porque también yo comí como algo de limonada. Like a lemonade. And también tomé algo de limonada. Are you sick todavía? A little bit. Yo de verdad no creo que era food poisoning. Porque cuando yo me meto en el carro para yo guiar, para yo conducir yo misma, a veces me da. A veces siento que realmente voy a vomitar. So yo lo cojo suave. Like, I try to drive very slow. Like, a little bit like an old lady. Because I got scared. I thought I was gonna throw up. Seriously, I feel like it is motion sickness just because of all the movement that I've had in like these last couple of weeks. But seriously, it's nothing to worry about. I don't think. I think it's just what I've been doing is I've been going outside to the backyard and just like touching grass and like gardening to see if that just gets it out of me. Like just touching grass. Honestly, because that feels like it is helping me a lot. So I don't worry about it. I don't worry too much about it. I just like go to the backyard. I touch grass. I look at the sky, look at the clouds. Because even on the airplane, too, the funny thing era cuando yo estaba en el avión, ¿verdad? Porque era avión, bus, después tren, and then bus, then avión. Right? So that was the plan. On the plane back home, like from de Noruega a Nueva York, yo me sentía como que... Yo hasta le dije a ellos, yo rechacé mi asiento del frente. Yo dije, no, yo no quiero. Yo no quiero estar al frente. I will go to the back. It's fine. I'm fine. Just please get me out of here. Get me out of here. I was literally screaming at them. And they were like, what is wrong? And I was like, I don't feel good. And they were like, are you okay? Do we have to call like a paramedic or something? I was like, no, I'm okay. I'm okay. And she's like, all right. So ellos me dieron como medicamentos de motion sickness también. And that helped me. It helped me fall asleep too. But it was super funny because she was like, see you next time. Ya me suscribí. Gracias por la subscribe. Gracias por estar en mi canal. But yes, you guys found me. That's cool. Yeah, because I posted it on Instagram. I was like, find where I go live. So basically, because on TikTok me reportaron, supuestamente que yo soy una niña. Yo no soy una fucking niña, bro. Like, why do you guys keep reporting me saying that I am a child? I am not a child. I am almost 29 years old. Actually, voy a tener 29 años el mes que viene. So, de verdad, yo no entiendo por qué ustedes me reportaron. Estoy bien encojonada con ustedes. Porque ustedes siguen troleando. Y I didn't do anything. Anyways, como te explico, ¿verdad? Yo le dije a la señora que me estaba ayudando, right? She was helping me, like, on the plane. Ella como, like, a flight attendant. She was so sweet. Shout out. I know that, not paid or subscribe or anything like that. Pero, I'm not even gonna say it, but the airline that helped me, you guys know, and I'm very grateful for the flight attendant that helped me from Noruega to New York. She was so nice and she was so kind, and she was like, she was like, please just focus on like one thing on the plane and don't worry about it. And I was like, if I focus on one thing on the plane, I swear to God, I am going to vomit on here. And she was like, you want to hang out in the back? And I was like, no, I will sit here and I will hold this shit together until it's gone. And she was like dying. Ella estaba muerta de la risa because she was like, I don't even know what to say to this girl. And I was like, I don't even know what to eat or anything. And then also, I didn't have enough money because the fucking thing that happened to me in Madrid cost me so much money that I was literally like freaking out. I was freaking out, bro. So anyways, that was another thing that I hope gets resolved soon because I reported them. I don't care. I reported them and I don't care. What they did was very disrespectful. It was very misconduct. And I hope, I hope they fix the situation because it is very bad. Lo que me sucedió. Y tú sabes que mucha gente dice que like, I didn't believe it because I guess I have to see it to believe it. But they were like telling me that Madrid is like a hit or miss. And when I go back, I'm gonna fucking troll the fuck out of Madrid. Because I am going to go back. Because I couldn't get the content that I wanted to because of what they did to me. And yo creo que eso fue como la trampa que me destruyó el gesto del trip. Porque lo que me sucedió en Madrid, I wouldn't wish it even on my worst fucking enemy. Because they took Luna from me. I have her back. But they fucking took Luna from me. Yeah. If I tell you the whole thing, you're going to be, like, shocked. But it's the truth. Oh my God. And then to this day, the same motherfuckers that did this shit to me are looking at my Instagram and looking at all my social media. And I can see who looks at my social media. ¿Verdad? Yo puedo ver toda la gente que ve en mi redes. Y literalmente yo vi que la gente que me hicieron las fucking problemas allá en Madrid, estaban ellos viendo mis historias asustados, como que, oh my God, what's she gonna do? Everything. Like, I was so fucking mad about what happened to me that I wouldn't even wish it on my fucking worst enemy. And it was so wrong. Like, if I begin to even describe how bad it was, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? And so I'm waiting because I put that report in, and I'm hoping to God that they do a full, thorough investigation of what happened, and that they fix what they did, because they know exactly what they did. And you guys know I take things seriously when it comes to animals and when it comes to my pets that I care for so much. Like, I wouldn't even wish that on any fucking person that is an animal lover, that is somebody that invests their heart and soul into their pets and like make sure that they're always good. No, that shit was so fucking wrong. Like, Luna is literally my life. That is my daughter. That is my child that I have invested so much love and so much money and so much care and attention to, even when she was sick so many times, even like everything. That is my baby. And for somebody to fucking disrespect me and say what they said to me and what they did to me, I pray to God. I do, like, literally every night I pray on their fucking downfall. I pray that everything that happened to me happens to them in the worst fucking way, times 20, times a million, times 10. Like, I don't care. I think that was so wrong of them, of what they did to me. Like, and they laughed in my face like if they were some fucking demonic ass bitches. Like they were laughing in my face when I was crying my eyes out. Ellos se estaban riendo en mi cara. Esta gente, yo no lo voy a dejar que esto se acabe. Porque literalmente esta gente se estaban riendo en mi cara después de todo el daño que ellos me hicieron. Riéndose. Como que, qué cosa, que como que qué chiste, que ella está llorando por su perrita. Literal. Y ella me decía, pero yo tengo perritas también y yo no soy tan tan como que aferrada a mis perras. Y gracias a Dios, te lo juro por Dios, que yo he ido por muchas terapias y muchas asistencias que yo no le metí las manos. Después también ellas me estaban gritando, como faltando el respeto. Yo dije, pero yo que estoy hablando con esta persona en un nivel, en un tono bien calmada, ni gritando, ni nada, llorando sí porque me lastimó. Cuando yo me encojono, cuando ustedes me hacen daño así, como emocionalmente, yo de meterte las manos, yo no te meto las manos, porque yo soy muy famosa para meterte las manos porque me llevan presas rapidito, ¿ok? Yo soy bastante famosa para esas cosas. Y más que me hago las uñas, me hago el pelo, me hago el maquillaje bien linda, me voy a ver destruyendo mi vida por una jodienda de una persona que quiere faltarme respeto. Fáltame respeto, ¿verdad? Pero lo voy a coger como los blancos lo cogen. Así bien gringuito. Te voy a reportar, te voy a demandar y vas a perder todo por la jodienda que ustedes hicieron a mí. Así lo vamos a resolver. Bien a lo fucking gringo, a lo americano, como dicen, o a la ley. Whatever you want to fucking say. But I'm not dealing with that shit. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No way. Porque sí, yo veo que le gustan pelear, le gustan tener esta rabia, lo que sea. Like, I'm not dealing with that. What the fuck? Like, that was so disrespectful. And they're like, she'll get over it, she'll get over it. Like, no, I'm not gonna get over it. I will fucking die on that motherfucking hill. Bitch, I will die on that hill. And I said it to you in your face over there, and I say it on Instagram, and I say it on live. I don't give a fuck about nothing. Nothing. I was disrespected, so now you deal with the consequences of your actions. You think that you can disrespect me and then also have misconduct, negligence, and all these things that you guys did and act like it was okay. You go to sleep thinking that you guys are fine. But you're not. No, it was serious though. Like, what happened to me, I wouldn't wish it on anybody. And it was literally so fucking rude. Like, I wish to God, you know, too, I was starting to record and they were like, no, you can't record here. You can't record here. After she was screaming at me. She's like, look, there's cameras here. Like, we can pull the cameras out. And I was like, okay, pues saquen las cámaras. Saquen las cámaras para que vean que tú me... Después que yo dije que yo iba a sacar la cámara mía, se bajó el tono. Después empezó a actuar bien tranquilita, bien calmada, bien. Yo no hago nada, yo no rompo ni un plato. No, bien calmada, se cambió como que de carácter. Como que, no, tú no puedes hacer eso. Tú no puedes coger video de mí. Y yo dije, sí, yo no puedo coger video de ti. Después que tú me faltaste el respeto. Después que ustedes me gritaron. Después que me dijeron todo en el fucking libro. Que yo no te puedo coger video de tu asquerosidad. No. Eso está cabrón. No, que se vaya para la mierda. Eso sí, que se vaya a la mierda. Porque I was shocked that they, like, literally, it's so funny. I really hope that they pull the records of what happened that day, because then they'll see what happened right before I pulled down my camera. To then what happened. Because I didn't know that I couldn't record there either. Who fucking knows? They have like little plaques, the tiniest little things, que dice, no puedes coger video aquí. ¿Quién va a ver eso? Eso es la otra cosa. Muchas cositas han pasado que ellos escriben bien chiquito. This is something that every fucking flight attendant, or not flight, this has nothing to do with the flight attendant. Also, another thing with JetBlue, I fucking can't stand you guys. a little bit because I missed my flight, right? I missed my flight because you guys kept changing and delaying and delaying and delaying and delaying and delaying the flight. And then all of a sudden, you guys said, oh no, nos vamos a ir a las 1 de la mañana. ¿Verdad? Literally, this was all within the Europe trip. So you can laugh a little bit and also get a little annoyed about what happened to me. Pero with JetBlue, bro, they kept delaying my flight. I've never missed a flight ever. This was the only first flight that I've ever missed, chat. Because I'm always early. I'm always there like on time. I always do everything very early. ¿Verdad? So prácticamente yo llegué. Ellos me dijeron en la aplicación como 20 veces. Me dijeron, no, vamos a... Y también por correo electrónico. Vamos a irnos a la... El vuelo era a las 10:30 de la noche, ¿verdad? So the flight was leaving at 10:30 at night, right? Y me dijeron, no, se va a ir a las 11:30. So I said, oh no, we're going to change it to 11:30, ¿verdad? And I was like, okay. Yo estoy en casa, la casa de mi tía. And they were like, no, we're going to change it to midnight. Vamos a cambiarlo al medio de la noche, ¿verdad? A las 12 de la noche. Y yo dije, pero, ok, lo están delaying, lo están atrasando el vuelo tanto. Pues yo espero que ellos decidan cuándo carajo se quieren ir. Y lo que decía en el avión, ¿verdad? Listen to this, right? What they were saying with the delays, they were like, oh yeah, we're delaying because of mechanical issues. We're delaying because of this, because of that. There was no weather related, there was nothing. Like literally they were just delaying because of supposedly habían problemas mecánicos con el avión. Y yo dije, ok, pues si hay problemas, yo no me quiero meter tampoco en un avión que está jodido. ¿Qué carajo? Yo no quiero morirme temprano porque no sepan ellos conducir o no sepan ellos cómo preparar el avión. So yo no quiero entrar en un avión que no esté preparado tampoco. So yo le dije yo los llamé antes de yo llegar. Esa es la otra cosa. Yo me protejo tanto de estas mierdas que hacen ellos, estos cizañas, vamos a decirlo así, porque yo los llamé 1 hora antes de que empezó los ¿cómo se dicen? Los atrasos así más. Yo los llamé literal, el primer atraso salió como a las, vamos a decir como a las 1 de la tarde y el vuelo era a las 10:30 de la noche. Decía, ok, cambiamos el vuelo a las 11. Yo dije, está bien, yo voy a llamar esta vez para yo estar preparada por si acaso, si algo sucede. Yo dije, ok, so yo lo llamo, rapidito, en 15 minutos cogen la llamada, ¿verdad? Que muy bien para customer service, right? So I call, right? And I call 15 minutes, gets into the call queue and whatever, and they answer the call. And I'm like, hey guys, I see that the plane was delayed. Like it says here that we are leaving instead of 10:30, it's saying 11 o'clock at night. And I was like, okay, that's cool, you know, like that's fine. But I have a question. If I show up late because you guys end up, I don't know why, I had that intuition. I've been having that a lot actually, which is really funny, very ironic in these situations. I was like, just out of curiosity, because I've never missed a flight, but out of curiosity, if you guys change the flight, let's say to 1 o'clock in the night, right? 1 o'clock in the morning, and I show up late to the flight, is that my fault or is that your guys' fault? For whatever reason, if you guys end up changing or changing earlier or changing later, and I don't show up at the time according because I don't know what time, because I don't have Wi-Fi or whatever may be the reason, is that going to be my fault? They were like, no, we'll write it on your ticket. We'll make sure that you don't miss the flight and that you, that if anything, we can change you to the next flight. And I was like, okay. I call again because they changed it, they delayed it otra vez, ¿verdad? Ellos dijeron, no, está bien que si tú llegas tarde para el avión y pierdes el vuelo, que te vamos a cambiar el flight. And I was like, okay. So I was like, all right, I'll talk to them, right? Literally, on the flight, or excuse me, I get to the checkout, it's 10:30. Ellos me dijeron, literalmente, yo estaba llegando por tren. Yo me fui de la casa de mi tía como a las 9 de la noche, ¿verdad? Se coge como media hora, 1 hora para llegar al aeropuerto, por tren, obvio. Like by train, it takes like about an hour to get from my aunt's house to the fucking airport. So I was like, I was like, all right, so I'll leave at 9. I'll get there at 10. And that gives me still half an hour to go through TSA and get to my flight, right? Logic. I go and check when I get to the airport, because I was having problems with data and with like Wi-Fi when I got to the airport, like through the trains, because you miss the signal and stuff and you're underground. And sometimes it says there's Wi-Fi, but there's no Wi-Fi. So I'm like checking and checking and checking and trying to refresh. And I'm at the airport where I started to get Wi-Fi and like starting to get signal again, because I had to reset my network settings. And I get there and I'm like, okay, it says that it's still 10:30. I get to the check-in and they were like, no, it's 10. Like by 10:10 basically, that it was the flight had left. I was like, I'm here at 10. What do you mean that it's at 10:10? No, the gates are closed. And she was like, and I just stared at her like, what? She was like, no, the gates are closed. Yo dije, puñeta. What do you mean the gates are closed? And she was like, no, the gates are closed. And I was like, so what the fuck am I gonna do now? And she was like, oh no, we'll just put you on the next flight. And then yo empecé como que, when's the next flight? Okay, que te vamos a poner en el próximo vuelo, no te preocupes. Y yo como que, okay, pero ¿cuándo es el próximo vuelo? Oh, it's gonna be, tú sabes, a las 4 de la tarde el próximo día. Yo la miré, ella me miró a mí. Can you go back to your aunt's house? And I said, with my dog and with everything that I just came with? She was like, yeah. I was like, what the fuck do you mean? Can I go back to my... I just stared at her for like a good hot minute, because it was 10:30 at night. And literally the flight was at 4:30 the next day. And I was like staring at her. I was like, yeah, you know, it's not my fault you missed your flight. I said, bitch, it's not my fault that you missed your flight. You guys said that the plane was leaving at 1 o'clock in the morning. And then by the time I got here, it said 10:30. And then you guys changed it to 10:10. How the fuck is that my fault? She's like, well, here, I'm going to show you something. And I know you're going to get a little bit more irritated. And I was like, bitch, fucking show me. And she goes, so there's this really tiny font, and I'm really sorry to show you this, but it's a part of the email. And I was like, okay. And she goes, yeah, chat, el font que ellos pusieron era tan fucking chiquito que tú te quedabas como que sorprendido, como que what the fuck, ¿por qué no lo dicen en grandes letras con rojo, lo que sea? Like literally it's supposed to be like an alarm, like whatever, you know? But literalmente me dijeron, oh, you have to show up on the time that it says, even if there's delays. And I said, I called twice before my fucking flight, and I asked about that. And you guys didn't have the audacity to tell me, no, show up at 10. Or show up before 10 so that if the flight ends up magically changing to the original time. I said, that's never fucking happened. That's never happened. What are you talking about, that the flight's gonna show up on the same time? You guys said you were in the middle of the fucking air. Now you guys are in the ground. And she's like, well, it says that. And I said, you guys are trolling me. And she's like, I don't know. Y yo la miré con un rencor en mi corazón, con un fuego, que yo dije, esto tiene que ser algo planeado para molestarme, porque yo te lo juro por Dios, yo no lo puedo creer. No, que dice ahí que llegue a la hora que dice, por si acaso que llegamos más temprano. I said, You are a fucking devil. You're the demons of hell. You guys are fucking the shittiest airline that I've ever fucking had to deal with. Because why the fuck, if I'm calling you, I am ringing your line, banging that fucking hotline bling. Like, what the fuck do you mean that it doesn't pass your mind to tell the fucking passenger, well, yeah, no, show up on time just in case that the flight leaves early. You tell me by the time I get there, on the time that I'm there, that supposedly the plane left early. How the fuck am I gonna know that if I also don't even have signal when I'm going through the train? Oh my god, it was so fucking disrespectful too. Like, I was like, you guys are so fucking unprofessional that this is crazy to me. Like, I'm personally shocked because you guys are supposed to be responsible for getting your bag, right? You guys want to make sure that you guys get your bag and get your money or whatever, right? Que ustedes tengan su dinerito y que tengan una buena, tú sabes, una buen ejemplo, que ustedes no son malos de una compañía o lo que sea. Pero literalmente fue horrible, horrible. Yo tuve que estar como que, ¿por qué me hicieron eso? ¿Por qué ustedes decidieron, oh, vamos a irnos temprano? Ahora yo sé, yo voy a llegar ahí como 1 hora, 2 horas antes porque, ¿qué carajo? Y típicamente yo llego temprano, pero literal, yo estaba como que en shock. Y no sé por qué ustedes estaban tratándome tan mal cuando yo literalmente soy tan, like, yo era tan fan. Like, such a good fan, like, I was always such a fan of JetBlue and, like, all these airlines. And then all of a sudden, it was like, it had changed. It was, like, the shittiest experiences that I was having, and I didn't know why. And, like, I was like, why are you guys being so fucking trash? Like, if a customer, if you guys are showing us delays, you know why? I came there, like, an hour earlier, but this time I came there on time. Literally, because one time I was with JetBlue. I was going through JetBlue, and I was in the airport when I was leaving. This is on my Instagram from one of the customers, also one of the passengers that also took that flight with me. We got there an hour early. She was in the TSA line with me, and I remember because we happened to sit next to each other because I was sitting in the corner with Luna and everything, and it just so happened that she was like, you know, because we got there a little bit early. And the airport's a little bit faster where we're at. So, cuando literalmente, right, nos sentamos, nosotros empezamos a ver, no, está de ley como media hora, 15 minutos. 15 minutos a media hora, decía, en el avión. Y yo dije, ok, qué bien. Literal, después empezó a empujarlo como 1 hora. Yo dije, ok, pero no dice la razón. No reason, it was not saying anything. And then it pushed it another hour, and then another hour, and another hour, and another hour, and then another hour. And then it happened to be that it was almost 6 hours of a fucking delay that JetBlue had with us. And we were all sitting there, and we had been in the airport for like literally 8 hours, and we had no fucking clue as to why the fucking flight was delayed. And everybody was getting really fucking upset because we're like, why is this happening? Like, what is going on? And they were like, no, you know, we don't, even the people at checkout didn't know why the flight was delayed. That's how irresponsible they were and how unprofessional they were. They had no idea. Las personas que estaban en el check-in de JetBlue decían, yo no sé por qué está diciendo que está delay, o porque está atrasado el vuelo. Y yo digo, pero estamos aquí por casi 7 horas ya, que estamos aquí esperando. Porque 7 horas, eso es incluyendo cuando llegamos. Porque esperamos como 1 hora antes del vuelo, ¿verdad? Estábamos ahí por casi 8 horas en total. Hasta que llegó el vuelo, nos montaron y también esperamos para viajar. Esperamos para subir el avión. Estaba cabrón. Yo dije, pero ¿qué es esto? Nunca sucede algo así. Y literalmente era el peor vuelo. Los últimos 2 vuelos con JetBlue fueron los peores que yo he tenido en toda mi vida. En toda mi vida, literal. Porque realmente, I've been taking like different air flights. Yo me he montado a diferentes aviones y no he tenido tantos problemas como yo tenía este pasado experiencia. Like this past experience, I was I was dumbfounded at how shitty it was that I was like, what fucking happened? What was like the miscommunication or what? Pero literalmente, the other thing was cuando yo llegué al aeropuerto, yo tenía una cita con unas compañías que yo estaba bregando con. Y el evento, ¿verdad? Yo me iba de Puerto Rico como a las 10 y llegaba a las 2 de la mañana, o no, un poquito más temprano. Prácticamente yo llegaba en Nueva York a las 2 de la mañana. Y yo tenía seteado la cita para hacer los eventos y las cositas que necesitaba a las 3 de la mañana. Yo llamé a JetBlue, yo le expliqué la situación, porque nosotros no llegamos al aeropuerto de Nueva York hasta las 9 de la mañana el próximo día. Hasta las 9 de la mañana. Bro, I was so fucking mad. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Porque yo literalmente, I called, I was like, hey, like, you know, just being kind. I was like, hey, you know, what happened? What's going on? Why is the flight delayed? You know, like, just being very sweet and kind, like, understanding. I was like, hey, like, a lot of people here are frustrated. Could we have an idea of what is the reason why the delays are happening so that at least someone here knows, because even the people at the check-in have no idea what to tell us. So I'm calling to see if there's anything that they're telling you guys or relaying any information to. Nada! Nothing, bro! And she was rude! She was so rude! And I was like, why are you being so rude? I'm just calling and asking nicely as to what is going on. And they were like so mad. I was like, okay, well, what the fuck? Then I shouldn't fucking call you guys to understand what's happening? Like, communication is not something a part of your fucking JetBlue policies or fucking morals or ethics? Like, what is happening here? I was so mad over that fact that I was like, why are you guys getting mad at me as a customer, as a paying fucking passenger, asking you a simple question in a nice, like a nice way, a nice, calm way. Like, I was asking you so nice, and I don't understand why you guys were so mad. What was wrong? What was wrong, bro? What was, like, you hate your job? Then don't fucking work for them. Holy shit. I was just asking, and I was getting treated left and right, left and right, left and right. Every fucking person I was calling, they were just so fucking rude to me. And I was so mad about that because I'm like, the flight's delayed. It's not even my fucking fault that the flight's delayed. I'm just asking you as a nice person in the middle of the fucking night because I know you're working late, and I'm just being nice. I'm like, hey, you know, like, you know, out of curiosity, what is happening? Why is there a delay? What is going on? May I please have some information as to what might be possibly the reasons for the delay? And they were like, well, why are you calling? What is going on? They were like demonic. I was like, bro, you guys need like a fucking chill pill. Like, they were so mad. And I don't understand why. But they were pissed. They were very, very annoyed. And that wasn't the first time I asked, because I called later on after another few hours had passed by. And I asked, hey, question, what might be the possibility, chat, as to why the planes are not arriving to Puerto Rico? They were like, well, then they started saying, well, you know, we'll go find out. I was like, yeah, maybe, maybe. That might be a fucking good idea to fucking ask, you know, the pilots or the air crew why the planes are not arriving to Puerto Rico. Maybe. For like all these people that are here that have paid for their ticket. to fucking leave. I was so confused. I was like, you have a full flights. There was literally full flights. And I was asking so nicely. That's what made me so mad. Because if I was like pissed off, I would be like screaming at them or whatever. But I was like, you know what? I missed my meeting. Whatever, so be it. We can push it in the future. And I messaged them and I was like, hey, this is going on. I don't know what else to tell you guys. But it seems to be that the planes are not arriving to Puerto Rico. They don't want to show up to the fucking island. And it wasn't just my airplane, like the air flight that I had to take with all the other customers that had paid. It was literally United didn't want to get there either. United canceled their motherfucking flight. There was kids. This is what pissed me off. Like when this happened, there was kids, children on these flights. And there was some kids and a family that I met too, that this is what pissed me off and why I started yelling at them eventually, because I was like, eventually I started getting really mad and I was like heated. I was like, you know, speaking assertively. I was like, hey, there is children here. And I know this particular flight is not a part of that flight, but there's also children at the airport and they have a canceled flight. And they can't take their flight, and this was the last day of their vacation. What the fuck are you gonna do with the kids? Because the kids, they're children. They're unaccompanied minors. So you guys better fucking fix that shit too. And I was pissed, bro. I was so mad because one thing, I'm an adult, I'll figure it out. But like, the children, go and take care of those kids, bro. You guys left kids fucking without any idea of what was going on. Like that's the thing that pissed me off, because I have a little brother and sister, and I swear to God, if that ever happened to my like siblings that were traveling alone, because they have those types of services and they were not giving them any information, and the kids are clueless and they're tired, they don't have any food, they don't have water, they were not giving anybody anything. Like, I think the only thing they did was they gave us a $100 voucher for almost 6 hours. Listen, chat, this is the other thing. I called, right? And I asked them, I was like, how long was the supposedly delay? Because I see here it's like about 6 hours. And they were like, yeah, it's 2 minutes off of 6 hours, so we can't give you 150. I was like, because of 2 minutes? 2 minutes? 2 minutes. From $100 to $150, you cannot give somebody. Because of 2 minutes. I was like, you stingy ass motherfuckers are gonna have your downfall. Because you guys are gonna lose your business. For what had happened that day, because it was not just me. Stingy motherfuckers. Stingy as fuck. Because of 2 minutes on a clock. 2 minutes on the clock. When you go check and check that flight, it was 2 minutes of a difference. That was the reason why they couldn't give customers $150. They didn't give customers either a meal voucher. They didn't give customers anything. Anything. $100. $100 for their mistake. I was like, wow, you guys are very stingy for $1 billion company. Or whatever you guys have. You guys have a lot of fucking money. A lot of fucking money. I was very disappointed by that experience, that I was like, damn, like you guys will literally have your company become a downfall, because there's no way in hell that that's going to be acceptable for somebody. For me, it was unacceptable, but I dealt with it. I bit that fucking bullet, and I got to New York, and I got back from New York back to Puerto Rico after I went to Norway and went to Europe. But definitely, I was very, very disappointed by how everybody was treated. Not just me. Because it doesn't matter, right? You don't give a fuck about my status or my name or anything. Clearly. Clearly, you have no fucking idea about who I am or what I do or anything. Even though I move the biggest fucking market for tourism and travel, right? Exactly. But yeah, that was really fucking disrespectful. Very much unprofessional, and also neglect and misconduct on their half as well. because it's like crazy. The fact that they canceled the flight too for United and like other airport or airlines that day too, and they weren't giving them as well any reason as to why the planes were not arriving to Puerto Rico. And then all of a sudden, right after, oh, and there's this thing, chat. There's this thing that I want to talk to you guys about. This is a new law. I saw it a long time ago. That it showed up on my, I think it was on Apple News or whatnot, right? So this showed up on Apple News, and I'm gonna show you guys. But there is this thing. This is a law that Biden and Harris made. Let me check here. Biden, Harris, like air, like what's it called? Airline delay. Oh yeah. All right, so chat, I'm gonna read this out to you. This is a fact sheet. This is off of the what's it called? The whitehouse.gov. Whitehouse.gov. Please, nobody spam me anything because I'm trying to make sure that you guys can see this here. But basically, chat, this is a fact sheet. So this came out on April 24th of 2024, this year, right? So this is a fucking law, a rule. So it says here, the Biden-Harris administration announces rules to deliver automatic refunds and protect consumers from surprise junk fees in air travel. And this was, wait, this is not the one. Hold on. It is, is it this one? Yeah, wrong one. This is the actual one. So it's part of the U.S. Department of Transportation, right? So this is like meant to protect consumers and passengers from air flights that are airlines with like horrible fucking things. Hi, how are you? I'm doing good. How are you? I'm talking about right now, if you're just joining in, about something that happened to me with JetBlue just recently, about like a few weeks ago, when I was traveling. And basically, they had a huge delay on my flight, and there was a bunch of people, and it wasn't just me. There was also different airlines there from United, if I'm not mistaken, and Spirit. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the people from United also, they canceled the United flight that was supposed to come from, I think, Bahamas or somewhere to Puerto Rico. They canceled the flight. There was kids on that flight as well. And I was very mad because of the fact that I was seeing them, and there was this family that was there on vacation in Puerto Rico. They canceled the flight. They didn't give them any vouchers. They didn't give them anything to like protect them. They, I think, gave them like maybe like a meal thing, but I think that's what it was. They just left everybody like in the fucking dark. They didn't tell, and then on top of everything, they did not give any information to the people that were taking JetBlue with us. What's it called? Like, they didn't give us any vouchers. They didn't give us anything. The only thing that they gave us was $100 as a travel bank. That's all they gave us, $100 out of almost 6 hours, because they told us specifically, oh no, because you didn't reach 2 minutes more than we would have gave you $150. And I was like, what about my wasted time? What about the meetings that I had to, that I missed because of you guys' irresponsibility? What about all of that stuff that you guys created because of whatever fucking reason, because you guys never showed up to Puerto Rico? And then you guys didn't tell us either that you guys were not showing up to Puerto Rico. There was no reason. There was literally nothing in emails, nothing in any type of updates as to why the planes were not arriving to Puerto Rico. Nothing. There was no reason. There was no emails. There was no updates. And even the people at check-in, at the people that let you in and they check your boarding pass and all that, there was nobody there that had an idea of what was going on. Nobody had a clue as to what the fuck was happening. So basically, that's what I'm talking about here. So there's a law now, right, that showed up. Thank you. But basically, there's a law now that is a part of the U.S. Department of Transportation that if these are airlines, if they are airlines registered in the United States, they have to abide by these rules. And so basically, there's this. This is part of the Biden-Harris administration. They announced that there's a final ruling for requiring automatic refunds for airline tickets and ancillary fees, service fees. So basically, these are the gist of everything. But basically, passengers are entitled to a full refund. Passengers are entitled to a refund. I'll read it exactly because I have to be factual with this shit. But basically, it says passengers are entitled to a refund, and this is like the these are the reasons, right? So it says here, if there is a canceled or significantly changed flight, passengers will be entitled to a refund if their flight is canceled or significantly changed, and they do not accept alternative transportation or travel credits offered. For the first time, the rule defines significant change as significant changes to a flight include departure or arrival times that are more than 3 hours domestically and 6 hours internationally. So that means Puerto Rico is a domestic flight. We are a part of the United States, whether people like it or not. We are literally a U.S. citizen. Whatever that fucking makes you feel some type of way, so be it. But basically, being a Puerto Rican person, somebody born here and raised here, half of their life at least, you know, this is still a domestic flight. That's the fact, the matter of the fact, that this is still a domestic flight. So it's a 3 hour for domestic flights, and that's also included with Guam, I think the U.S. Virgin Islands, those islands as well. Those are still considered domestic flights. And so basically, the other part is if it's internationally, it has to be 6 hours. So departures or arrivals from a different airport, so that means from one airport to another, just like a normal flight, it increases in numbers of connections, instances where passengers are downgraded to a lower class of service, or connections to a different airport or different airports or flights on different planes that are less accessible or less accommodating to a person with a disability. So, that is all that mumbo jumbo that I just said is to say that if a flight is significantly changed, that is a domestic flight. That means if you're going from Boston to California, or you're going from New York to, I don't know, Texas, or whatever, ¿verdad? Te lo digo también en español. So, prácticamente, lo explico en español. So, esta es la ley que salió, que es nueva, parte de los Estados Unidos, que es parte del Departamento de Transportación. Te lo explico. Esta es una ley que ellos creyeron, Biden y Harris. I'm not for any specific president or anything, but whatever. I just want to make sure that you guys know this. But basically, esto es lo que significa, ¿verdad? Yo no soy para ningún partido específico ni nada de eso, que no, eso no te diga. Pero esto es una ley. Esto es una ley que está disponible a la gente que siempre están viajando y siempre que están, tú sabes, volando por ahí. So, prácticamente, dice aquí, si tú estás viajando entre los Estados Unidos, que se dice en inglés un viaje doméstico, ¿verdad? Un viaje domestic. Si es más de 3 horas que cambian y rechazan el vuelo, ¿verdad? Atrasan el vuelo, prácticamente ellos te tienen que dar, y si tú no también aceptas, esta es la otra parte de ella, si tú no aceptas otra forma de crédito, otra forma de transportación, ellos deben darte todo el dinero para atrás que gastaste por ese vuelo. Ellos tienen que dártelo. No hay ninguna pregunta, tienen que dártelo, y esa es parte de la ley. Y si ellos no están obedeciendo esa ley, ellos están rompiendo la ley. ¿Ok? La otra cosa es si es internacional, ¿verdad? Si el viaje es internacional, que eso es 6 horas o más, ¿verdad? Si cambia, si es internacional, tiene que ser 6 horas de diferencia. Y ellos también es lo misma cosa, que tienen que ellos darte el dinero para atrás si tú no aceptaste créditos ni tampoco aceptaste otra forma de transportación, que eso significa que tú no aceptaste ir en otro tipo de viaje, lo que sea, ¿verdad? So, prácticamente ellos te tienen, por ley, esto es parte del Departamento de Transportación, ellos te tienen que dar ese dinero para atrás, aunque griten lo que sean, ellos lloren lo que sea, ellos te tienen que dar ese dinero para atrás. Y eso fue el problema que yo estaba discutiendo con ellos, porque yo le dije a ellos, el vuelo fue más de 3 horas, si yo supiera, yo no cogiera ese vuelo, yo cogiera el próximo. Pero but that's what happened. So I'll explain. las otras partes son, right, these are two other parts of it. So I'll explain in both. Can you talk in English? Yes, of course. So I'll explain it in both languages. So, because I have a huge demographic of Spanish and English. So basically, the other part of it is that there's this other part of it is that significantly delayed baggage return. So passengers who file a mishandled baggage report will be entitled to a refund of their checked bag fee if it is not delivered within the 12 hours of their domestic flight arriving at the gate, or 15 to 30 hours of their international flight arriving at the gate, depending the length of the flight. So basically that means that if for whatever reason everything gets messed up, right? Everything gets screwed over and they put you on different flights or whatever, and your baggage ends up showing up after 12 hours. It's not delivered to you. It's not given to you physically. After 12 hours domestically, like through a domestic flight, that you are entitled to a full refund of the checked baggage, the checked bag fee. And then you could probably do a report too if it ends up missing too. So there's two things. You can do a claim and you can get your baggage fee given back to you. And then the difference is if it's internationally, it has to be over 15 hours to 30 hours of their international flight arriving at that gate. So basically there's a certain limits. There's obviously some type of limits that they put, like parameters that you guys have to be aware of. But I was super shocked because I saw this like when it first showed up. I had it on the Apple News. It shows up on my feed sometimes. And so I was like, wow, this fucking happened to me, and this is crazy. But basically, this is the other part to it. So extra services this is like the third part of it. This is for extra services not provided. So passengers will be entitled to a refund for the fee that they paid for an extra service such as Wi-Fi, seat selection, or in-flight entertainment if an airline fails to provide this service. So for whatever reason, right? Lo explico las otras dos cosas en español también. Pero for whatever reason, if they don't give you Wi-Fi, right? It says that this airplane has to have Wi-Fi. They don't give you Wi-Fi, then they have to give you your money back for that. If they don't give you the seat that you chose, obviously they have to give you your money for that. If they don't give you some in-flight entertainment that you paid for, they have to give you a refund for that. Like all these things have to be given to you back. Like there is no, like you guys should not be dealing with this shit. Absolutely not. Don't take that shit from airlines. Do not. They have mad money. They have so much money to give back. Because they are sometimes overcharging you for flights that are not worth that fucking much to get to. And the reason I know this is because in Europe, specifically, I have seen flights for literally $30, $15, like $50 at most. But very, very affordable flights. So if they're charging you in the United States for $150 to like $500, $600, like $700 flights, they are literally overcharging you. There is no reason that they should be charging you that much money for a fucking flight. Especially if you're not taking it first class. So these things are things that you guys can receive as refunds as well. And then these are like some of the final rules. But let me explain to you too. This is like also part of it. But basically, la otra parte que yo te explico, que es en español, si ellos no te entregan tu equipaje, tu luggage, ¿verdad? Tu maleta, vamos a decirlo así, tu maleta, si ellos no te dan esa maleta, y cambian todo el proceso, cambian tus vuelos, cambian los asientos, cambian lo que sea, ¿verdad? Te dañan el vuelo, completo te dañan el vuelo, y también fallan de devolverte tu maleta dice aquí si es doméstico, si es adentro de los Estados Unidos, después de 12 horas, si ellos no te lo entregan después de 12 horas, tú puedes pedir por un refund, tú sabes, que te den el dinero para atrás, después de que las 12 horas pasan. Si es un vuelo doméstico, ¿verdad? Si ellos no te entregan eso. La otra cosa es si es internacional y ellos no te entregan tu maleta después de 15 horas, 15 a 30 horas, ¿verdad? Y tú pagaste por tu check bag, ellos te tienen que devolver tu dinero también. Que si ellos no te devuelven tu maleta o te la devuelven destruida o lo que sea, después de los 15 a 30 horas te lo tienen que devolver. Ese dinero te lo tienen que devolver. Y también la otra cosita es, si tú pagaste por el wifi, ¿verdad? El wifi, o un asiento específico, o algo de entretenimiento, que sea una película o lo que sea, en el avión, y ellos no te lo dan, tú tienes que pedir por ese dinero para atrás. Eso automáticamente, eso tienen que dártelo para atrás, que sea en efectivo o sean devolvidos directamente en la tarjeta que tú pagaste con. Eso tienen que dártelo para atrás. Y no acepte que ellos te den eso en crédito. Porque ellos tratan de guardar ese dinero en crédito para que tú puedas seguir usando los servicios de ellos cuando ellos están jodiéndote. No hagas eso porque esa es la razón que lo hacen. Porque a veces hay gente que cogen un vuelo, vamos a decir que es una emergencia o lo que sea, y realmente es la única vez que ellos van a coger ese avión o lo que sea, o esa transportación, ¿verdad? No lo aceptes en crédito, porque ellos tratan de hacerlo bastante así. Y aquí dice, parte de las leyes, ¿verdad? Part of the law of what it says here is that it's supposed to be automatically issued as a refund to you. So, esto tiene que ser automáticamente. Ellos no pueden estar diciéndote, no, esto no. Pide por un supervisor, porque ellos tienen que estar obedeciendo esa ley. La otra cosa es que tienen que hacer rápido. Eso tiene que ser entre 7, dice aquí, tienen hasta 7 días de laborable, que ellos te tienen que entregar ese dinero. They have up to 7 business days to give you those refunds. Y si es parte de crédito, de tarjeta de crédito o en efectivo, o cualquier manera que tú pagaste, tienen que dártelo para atrás. Lo máximo es como 20 días de calendario. That's the other thing. And then also you can ask for it as cash or the original form of payment, which is the thing that you have to ask for, those two things. There's no other form for it. So if you did, aquí dice like there's specifics to it, but it has to be a full refund too. Tiene que ser todo el dinero para atrás. Ellos no te pueden darle como un crédito parcial o lo que sea, que no sea entero de todo lo que tú pagaste. No aceptes esas cosas porque tiene que ser entero, el dinero entero regresado para ti, porque ellos están tratando de como que, I don't understand, they're not bankrupt, they're not losing money, like it's the weirdest shit that I've ever seen. They're not losing money. In fact, more people are traveling ever since COVID stopped. So weird, but yeah. So it's literally supposed to be that the department. Aquí dice, desde cuando Biden entró en presidencial, ¿verdad? De ser presidente, que supuestamente el Departamento de Transportación ha regresado más de 3 billones de pesos regresado a la gente que son pasajeros en estos aviones. So, just so you know, it's like, supposedly here, this is like a part of it, but basically, President Biden, so if you're somebody that frequently travels, says here that he's helped with the Department of Transportation return back to passengers over like $3 billion in refunds and reimbursements for people that have been affected by this, like especially with like what has happened with Southwest Airlines and different airlines, you know. So there's a little caveat that you guys should know. But yeah, it was absolutely fucked up. I really am very disappointed with JetBlue. I really hope that they fix it. Like, they fix how they do this stuff, because it's really sad. It's really, really sad that somebody like me that has been like a huge fan of JetBlue since I was a little girl, that they do that. Like, especially like, I was somebody that was like, no, we only take JetBlue or whatever. But no, honestly, like, if you find a cheaper flight or a better flight, take it, because they're not a good, they really have changed with how they do business, and it's really sad. It's really disappointing. I do not recommend them. You know, I used to recommend them all the time, but as of now, I don't recommend them. They've been like the shittiest airline that I've seen, that has treated their customers like with like leaving them in the dark too. Sorry, my laptop's dying and it's recording stuff. So, but yeah, I was very shocked, like very, very shocked. The other thing, chat, very surprising. I have been working with like a bunch of new laptops, and twice my house has been hit by lightning. 2 times. 2 veces mi casa le ha dado los relámpagos. Y la primera vez tenía la laptop conectada y se me quemó el motherboard. La segunda vez no tenía nada conectado. Tenía más que el LAN conectado a mi laptop. No estaba conectado a nada, literal. Solamente el LAN quemó mi otra laptop. Y el relámpago ni le dio a la casa mía, le dio como al lado, como like close to my house. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, very weird. Weird shit. 2 times it happened. It happened before my flights. I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but it was very scary. But yeah, that's something I wanted to get out to you guys. Also, that boy in Germany, thank you so much for helping me stop vomiting, because that was very nice of you guys. Very fucking scary to throw up in a stranger's lap. And he was hot. He's not ugly. He was so cute, chat. And then I'll explain to you. He was so handsome. You guys know I love Europeans. I love my Europeans so much. And so basically, lo que me sucedió fue que este tipo era bien lindo. Tenía una barbita, right? He had like a cute little beard. I think beards, you know, with or without beards, it's good, you know. But what happened was that he was very hot. He had like this brown, like he looked like a teddy bear. He looked like a little teddy bear, chat. So he had like this little like wavy hair, like not Justin Bieber hair, but like wavy hair. And then he had like a beard, and like he had some cute little glasses. And I was like, aw, he's so adorable. And then you know what he did to help me? I don't know if I told you guys this story already, but basically he put on some football. Like, él puso football para que yo me divierta y me trate de calmar. He put literally football on, and he was like, let's just watch the game. Maybe that'll help like stop the vomiting. And I think he did it because he thought I was attracted too, because honestly, if I wasn't attractive, I don't think he would have been that nice to me. But yeah, he really did help me quite a bit, and I'm very grateful for that man. Whoever he is, I wish him very good luck, because I didn't even get his name. I do have like some like of the old tissues that are left. There's like 1 or 2 in that pack left. I didn't, not used, chat. I'm not weird like that, but you guys know I'm a germaphobe. Yeah, very handsome man, very handsome man. But yeah, what was the other thing I was going to tell you about that was really funny too, that happened to me out of this trip that was so fucked up? Oh, even though that guy was an asshole to me, there was another guy that was an asshole to me in Madrid. He was also very cute. Very disappointed that he was an asshole, because I was like, damn, that made me so unattracted to you. Sucks, bro. I was so mad. I was like, damn, that made you like 5 times ugly. He was handsome, right? And then once I started hearing him talk, I was like, nah, you're fucking ugly. You're ugly, and your heart is ugly, and your fucking soul. I hope whatever karma that you did to me, it happens to you like times a billion, because you're a fucking asshole. You're an asshole, and you deserve it. Yeah. Oh yeah, and the other thing was the age verification thing, chat. Why the fuck did you guys report me saying that I'm a child? I'm not a fucking child. I'm like in shock that you guys reported me saying that I'm like fucking whatever, like 12, 13 years old. Like I'm not that age, bro. This happened to me so many times already. Literally, I got so mad because one time, ¿verdad? Yo te dije, una vez yo estaba aquí en la plaza, como que just hanging out watching music, because I like to watch live music. You guys know I'm a huge fan of live music. I think it's really fun. And so, because you got to see all the atmosphere and all the people, and also thank you guys to the people that invited me to the streamer party. It was so fun. I'm sorry I left a little early. To everybody I met at the streamer party, and I was very tired. After throwing up and after going through all that, I was very tired, and it fucked me up. I just wanted to sleep for years, for eons. And also, chat, I fucking can't stand some of you guys. You guys said that I look like Espan as a woman. Espan is cool. Espan is adorable. Yeah, he's great. But I am not Espanda. Stop with that fucking shit, bro. I'm not Espanda. Stop saying that. Cause you're like, who is that? She's Espanda. Bro. And then I started trolling too, because I was like, no, he's my cousin. I'm sorry. No, the streamer party was cool, especially with the ¿qué dice esa cosa the la gente en bicicleta, you know, the people on the bikes, the bike thing that you guys were doing, like trick shots off the bikes. I was like, this is too much. I gotta go. This is crazy. No, de verdad. I was like, I kept thinking, I was laughing so hard because I was like, bro, this is literally, hold on, chat. Hold on. Can we pause? We can't even pause this. It's live. It's gonna, hold on. Hold on. My laptop died. I don't connect anything anymore. Anyway, so also shout out to the really nice Norwegian lady that gave me this ring. It's like cute little like olive tree style. I love it. Beautiful. I recommend them. They're on my highlights, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Y gracias también for my Norwegian heart. And I have also a cute little bracelet that says love. And I was crying because you guys know I'm a huge fan of Norway. And my dream last year was to visit Norway, and I got to accomplish it this year. And I was crying. So those gifts are gonna be up soon. I will be posting those gifts very, very soon for you guys to see because it was very nice. I had the best experience in Norway. I wish I had longer time. De verdad, yo quería más tiempo que estar en Noruega, pero no pude por el tiempo limitado y lo que pasó. Pero pues, soy súper agradecida por todos los regalitos que me dieron. También gracias a la señora de Twitch Access, Robin. I wanted to give a shout out to her. She was so adorable and so kind, and she made me feel very sweet. I know I was crying a lot. I was very emotional. I was also finishing my period, so that has nothing to do with that. But anyways, so basically I was very upset about the fact that something happened, and I explained it to her, and she like went ahead and helped fix the issue that was happening. Basically, she also gave me some dinosaur earrings, those little cute dinosaur earrings, like the little dinosaur emote, the dino dance. She gave me the dinosaur earrings, and I was crying. I was like, all these gifts, like, I was, like, you guys know how much I love gifts, and I love all of that, so I was crying a lot. That's, like, my love language is gifts, and I'm not gonna cry. One of my love languages, like, the top one, is not only just, like, physical love, you know, like physical attention, that whatever that's called, but pero también es regalo. Like, sí, me gusta la atención y todas esas cositas, like, no atención, es como que físico, así, like physical touch, I think that's what it is, like hugs and stuff like that, and y regalo. Esos son como las dos cosas más que es mi lenguaje de amor. Y mucha de la gente que yo conocí, like a lot of people I met, that was one of the things that they kept doing was like giving me gifts, and I was very grateful for that. I was like, oh, thank you guys are so sweet. And so I literally was like, I love your earrings, I love them. And she was like, here, you can have them. And I was like, what? And she goes, no, seriously, here. And she started taking them off. She was like, just clean them with alcohol and like peroxide and you'll be fine. And I was like, oh my god, thank you. And I started crying. I almost started crying. I was like, you're so sweet. I couldn't handle it. And I think that was also the reason why I threw up. It was so much love that you guys kept throwing at me, and I was very grateful, and I hope you guys know how much you guys are loved. But yes, I was very overwhelmed with how much love I got at TwitchCon, and I'm grateful for it and all the new friends that I made. And so that's part of it. I was very happy. But yes, you guys like spammed so much love on me. And also there were some cool girls I met, but I don't know their names. They took some photos with me, but I have no idea who they were. And they were fans, and I don't know. There was a lot of people that took photos with me. They didn't tell me their names. They didn't tell me anything. They would just come up to me and take the picture, and that's it. And I thought it was super funny because I was like, so what's your name? And I was trying to get to know them, and they were like, you don't need to know me. I was like, okay. But it was funny. It wasn't like weird people. It was like really sweet women and men that I kept meeting. And then there was also, I don't know if this man lied to me, or I don't know if I was just overtired. I don't know who this person was. I don't remember their name. I'm pretty sure they gave me a business card about their stream, but supposedly this guy walked all over Europe, which is crazy. Or like biked or walked all over Europe. I have no idea if I'm saying it right or if I'm butchering it, but like they told me, they were like, I don't know if it was walked or biked all over Europe, but I was like, huh? And they were like, yeah, that's what I did. And I was so stunted. I was like a deer in headlights. I was like, what are you talking about? You did that. And he was like, yeah, that was what I did to get here. And I was like, that's crazy, bro. I thought what I did was crazy because everything was last minute because of what happened with Madrid. And I was very mad about what happened with Madrid because everything was supposed to be super smooth, easy. I overplanned it. I planned literally 6 months in advance. 6 months in advance. Again, excuse me, I planned very in advance for some other stuff. That's why I'm a little disappointed, chat. But anyways, I wanted to show up and do a little live stream porque los extrañaba. Quería decirle también de las leyes, que no se olviden que hay leyes que lo protegen a ustedes. There is laws that protect you guys, and I wanted to let you guys know about that because I think it's very important and it's very vital as somebody that is a consumer and pays for all these things, all these fun activities and all these business trips and everything like that. I think you guys should know that there is laws that aren't to prohibit you from having fun, but are to protect you as a consumer, as a passenger, whether you are on a trip for vacation or you are on a trip for business. There is laws to protect you as a individual. It's not meant to hurt you or harm you. So just remember that, chat, because I think that was very important for a lot of the people that follow me to know that I really, really get mad at the fact that people don't understand that they can fight back these big companies in little ways that try to fuck you over. They're like little rats. They try to do this shit to hurt you when you are somebody that is like spending your hard-earned money to have this fun, you know? Crazy. Or have this trip, better said. And, you know, it's not right. It's not right at all. So you should fight it back. And crazy what happened with like all of the stuff that's going on in politics. But yeah, that's my spiel. I don't talk about politics because I don't get involved with it. But somebody did tell me something funny recently. They pointed out that Obama has a Giphy. And I thought that was super funny because I didn't know. And he has like, we have basically almost the same amount of viewers or views on each other's platform, which is super funny. And I love Michelle, so I thought it was really funny because I was like, I didn't know he had a Giphy or anything like that. I thought it was super funny. It just showed up because I was like looking at something. I don't even know, or somebody was telling me something. I have no idea. It showed up somewhere. I don't remember specific, but it happened, and I was like, what the heck? I didn't know. And then also, chat, very funny, I fucked up a meeting today. I thought, well, no, I didn't fuck it up because I'm still early. But basically, I thought I had a meeting at 11:30 this morning. I was very wrong. The meeting is at 4:30 my time. And shout out to her for laughing it off of me because I was so confused. I was like, what time am I supposed to be here? So again, chat, like I said, I'm a very early planner, so that should show you that I plan things very early and I try to get things early and done fast except for when it comes to gifts and stuff like that. I try to troll you guys a little bit with that stuff because I like to make you guys wait sometimes, because you guys see me in person. I do live streams. You guys got enough content to enjoy. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I had them done. I just the internet too is bad. So I just troll you guys a lot. You troll me, I troll you back. I think that's pretty fair when it comes to this type of stuff. You troll me, I troll you back. Anyways, if you're seeing this afterwards, I love you guys. Los quiero muchísimo. Gracias por estar aquí en mi página. Para lo que consiguieron mi live. Hello. Thank you for subscribing. Also, thank you for being part of my community. I really appreciate all the support that you guys give me all the time. You guys know this. I'm very grateful for always being part of my community. Hola guapa, hola guapo, and thank you again. Gracias por ser parte de mi comunidad. Gracias por seguirme. Gracias por conseguir mi todo. You know, I totally say I don't say thank you, but I do say thank you when you guys follow me and you guys love on me and show me that you guys support me in every single way. Whether it's subscribing, whether it's following me, whether it's liking my photos, whether it's, you know, spamming my content worldwide through gifts, what it may be. But we have officially reached, I think, like over 6 billion. So that's a lot. A lot of people, a lot of viewers on certain pages. And I think that's crazy and incredible. And even someone that is me, a little boricua from the fucking campo, from the woods, my dude. Yeah, someone like me, you guys made famous and showed that you like my content. And yeah, so if you see this later, thanks for watching. Gracias por estar parte de mi directo. Los quiero muchísimo. Y espero que calma le dé a los que me hicieron daño, porque se van a joder. En nombre de whatever. Yeah. Whatever. Karma's gonna hit those who keep fucking me over. I know it. I believe it. I envision it. And I hope so, because I believe that there's justice in this world. Okay. Saludo y mucho éxito. Igual. Gracias por ser parte de mi canal. Los quiero muchísimo. I will see you guys in August. I'm not going to be doing any more lives. I am going to be posting content, but there is not going to be any more lives until August. So no va a haber ningún más directo hasta agosto. Como le dije, quería darle un update y check in with you guys. If anything, otras cosas que pueden verme es en Instagram, en Twitter o en TikTok. Quizás voy a hacer un live ahí. Eso sí, si en agosto yo decido. Déjame preparar otras cositas, que eso son como 2 semanas. Ustedes pueden aguantar los lives. Los quiero muchísimo. Hasta la próxima. Sí, en Instagram me puedes ver que la página mía es sid.shaa, la letra G. Y deja de trolear a nuestra comunidad de Puerto Rico, que ustedes, yo vi que los españoles están troleando a Anuel AA porque le hicieron algo con la voz, o supuestamente, yo no sé, pero dejan de trolear, porque empezamos a trolearlos a ustedes también, se van a joder. Va a haber una revolución otra vez como en el pasado. Saludos desde México. Hola, saludos desde México, saludos desde Puerto Rico. Los quiero muchísimo. Yo todavía no he llegado a México. Yo quiero visitar. Yo estaba pensando, esto es lo que yo he pensado. Yo quiero ir un día para el Día de los Muertos, Día de los Muertos. Algo así que se llama, ¿verdad? Que tienen las carabelas y todas esas cositas, que yo creo que eso es lo más bello del mundo, real. Like, los quiero muchísimo por eso, because I love that stuff. Yo me encanta Halloween, me encanta cositas así, Día de los Muertos, right? Día de los Muertos. Yo no sé si lo estoy diciendo bien, pero yo quiero visitar un día para eso, para ver el evento y ver las cositas y tú sabes, es como darle honor a el pasado y a la gente que son nuestra generación de pasada. So I think that's really cool that you guys do that. So, but anyways, I appreciate you guys. One day, that's my dream, to visit Mexico, to see the day of death. I think that's very, very important that you guys give reverence to the past, because it's very important. Día de Muertos en noviembre 1 y el 2. Sí, es después de Halloween, that's why I want to go. Yo quiero ir porque es después de Halloween, es durante ese tiempo. So, por eso. Y a mí me gusta Halloween, so es como que sería bonito visitar un día. Porque me gusta cómo ustedes hacen las calaveras y cómo se visten y like, se ven bellísimos. Eso es algo que yo creo realmente es bien bonito y que de verdad espero que nunca aparen ese tipo de tradición que ustedes siempre como le dan honor al pasado, y eso es lo que me gusta a mí mucho. Y me gusta mucho like, la historia y history y todas esas cositas. So, pues prácticamente así. Me gusta mucho. Pues ya, los quiero muchísimo. Me despido ahora, pero hasta la próxima. Me pueden conseguir en Instagram, en las páginas mías de Instagram o TikTok o cualquier otra página. No voy a estar haciendo, como te expliqué, directo hasta agosto. Hasta ya que cuando esté parte de mi cumpleaños y lo que sea, que ya es en un mes, cumplo 29 añitos. Y estoy súper emocionada, que yo estoy alegre para ponerme más vieja. Hay gente que dice, oh no quiero ponerme vieja. Yo estoy happy. Yo a mí me gusta, like, yo estoy agradecida que me dieron como un año más de vida. It's like, I'm blessed to have another day of life. I'm like, thank you, God, or whatever, you know, lo que sea que está moviendo mi vida. Estoy súper agradecida que me da un año más de vida. Es bueno envejecerse, right? Ser viejo, yeah, whatever. Anyways, los quiero muchísimo. Que ya tengo que preparar mi inglés porque tengo un meeting and I have to speak in English, and I have to make sure I'm not, because I always be talking crazy in English, so I want to make sure I don't mess it up. Alright, love you guys. Los veo hasta la próxima. Los quiero muchísimo. Yeah. See you guys, chat.